Hey everybody, it's me Laura, and today we're going to create the four-pronged tool and some real fun patterns that you can get from it. So all I'm doing here is I'm taking some scrap clay, just a wad of it, and I'm creating this tube, and really what it's going to be is that's going to be your handle. And then I'm going to take some pins. Yes, pins. So go into your sewing cabinet, wherever you store them, and drag those out. And as you can see here, I'm just sticking them right into the end there and arranging them the way I want. I'm taking 4 of them, so I'm just going to take 4 pins and I'm just kind of sticking them into that end of the handle there. So as you notice here, I'm making this tool where all 4 of these pins are going to be about the same length out, and they're going to be all in a row. And I'm taking my needle tool here because sometimes it's kind of hard to get them all arranged right. So a needle tool or a knitting needle, whatever works, to just try and get those in there and push the clay in where you had, sunk them in, because that'll help anchor it a little bit. And I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to get them so that they're all about the same length and they're right in a row. Once you have this tool arranged to where you like it, go ahead and bake this. Then after the tool is cooled, place a couple of dots of superglue in the spot where the pins sink into the clay. This will help to anchor the pins as you proceed to use this tool. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and build our first pattern with our new tool. And as you can tell, I'm just scoring. I'm just making some short little marks in the clay. This clay is rolled out to about a number 1 or your second largest opening on your pasta machine. And I'm just scoring that all the way along. I have a square cutter here, and I just want to go ahead and cut this section out. And this is your first pattern. Alright, so let's go ahead and create pattern number 2. I have another piece of that same kind of flattened clay from my pasta machine, and I just laid that down. I'm using my tool here and I'm just scoring long marks into the clay. Now you'll notice here I have a few areas where it kind of got ripped up a little bit. That is actually because I have bubbles in the clay. Sometimes that happens, but that's okay. It creates its own unique feature in it. And then what I'm going to do is right here, I'm crossing through the section of this clay and giving it a little bit of a different look. Now that I have that, I'll go ahead and cut out a piece of that, and that gives you pattern number 2. Pattern number 3 is going to be similar to the last 2, except it's going to add one extra feature. So we're scoring our clay right down the center here, and you just keep going with that. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead, and once we get that done, we'll take our tool and go at a cross section, so it'll go diagonally, just like that. Once you have that finished, go ahead and turn it around and cross over that same section that was at a diagonal. This will create a really fun effect. Once you have that, go ahead and cut out a square, and that will give you pattern number 3. Alright, so now we're going to move on to pattern number 4. And again, I'm taking that flat piece of clay and I'm going to score it all in one direction using the longer strokes. Once you have that done, go ahead and start creating that cross stroke that you did before. Once you have that done, you're going to take your needle tool, and in the middle section you're just going to make these 3 little indentation type marks. moving all the way down the side in the middle section. And repeat that over and over in each section as you go. Once you have that, go ahead and take your cutter and just find a section in there and cut out a piece. This will give you pattern number 4. Okay, so I love pattern number 5. This one is a fun one, and it's so very simple. All you're going to do is make a little squiggly mark all the way down your clay, and just kind of sink that in with each squiggle that you make. Cut that pattern out, and you have pattern number 5. For pattern 6, we're going to go ahead and lay down our clay and just start making a bunch of little scratches, little tiny digs all over the clay. I have all of these scratches going in one direction, but you can have them go in multiple directions. It's totally up to you. This will give you pattern number 6. Here I have all the examples of the different patterns I created today. Please use them for study or reference. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and leave me a message. I'd love to know what you're thinking. And as always, I'm sending out my biggest hugs to you all, and I hope you have a fantastic day.